How's it going, everyone? Jesse Slamorella here. I'm going to do another review. This time it's on the slamcore slash deathcore band known as Artificial Pathogen. The members of the band include Alex on vocals, Nicole on bass, Aaron on guitar, Alexander on instrumental production and mixing and mastering. And yeah, they're from the Glasgow and Scotland area, and their inspirations are Disfiguring the Goddess, I Declare War, Ingested, Acrania, Abominable Putridity, Waking the Cadaver, and vast many others. Now, the songs that I had taken out time to listen to were from their newer stuff that they're working on right now, and that's the Beautiful Reaper, Decades of Despair, and Lilith. I listened to it a few times on their Bandcamp. It's from their upcoming Lilith EP. I don't know if I mentioned that, probably not. But yeah, not bad, not bad. I think I'll just get right into it and just say it had an overall blackened, melodic kind of element to it. There's a lot of bleak and forlorn, cold, even suicidal kind of like feelings from the overall instrumentation and kind of atmosphere what it gave off. Like have very dissonant and floaty feel to it. Very depressive and like a violent and dark and gloomy sound for deathcore, and it had sort of elements of slam in it, but not too much. I think that's potentially what they're trying to aim for in the next release, is a little bit more of a slammy sound, but we'll see. All this is up right now is the 3 songs. From what I noticed from the vocals, there is lots of reverb and echo. Definitely a lot more noticeable if you don't have your headphones on. And you're just listening to it from a small speaker. But with the headphones on, it's still noticeable. I'm not sure if that's just because of the mix is a little raw right now or whatever. But that's all right. Can't wait to hear what this sounds like when it's properly mixed and everything's fine-tuned and put onto the actual EP. As for how the vocals sound besides the effects, it's the lows are raspy and crisp. They're akin to Whitechapel in certain times. Pretty good. The highs, for the most part, are just shrill and scrape your eardrums. But they're performed well. Reminds me of black metal vocals at times. So not bad, not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's just very, like, you hear them and you're like, holy shit. But yeah, so not a bad thing. Definitely, it's very original sounding, and you just, it gets your attention right away for sure. The guitar, very low tuned. I'm gonna say about dropped A or B. As for the riffs, there's breakdowns. There's like these metalcore riffs that's been played in certain parts of the songs. They're good. There's some dissonant high notes in the background over top of certain riffs, which is pretty cool. Gives it that atmospheric feel. Gives it like that very layered kind of lots of stuff going on feel to it, instead of just very plain. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for, but it gives you more to listen to, for sure. They throw in the odd pinches here and there for more flavoring to the guitars and stuff like that. And you'll find that there's some very catchy, dirty grooves here and there too throughout some of these 3 songs. So there's a lot to check out guitar-wise. The vocals stand out quite a bit. Now for the bass, the overall bass sound for the songs is pretty good. pretty low, gives it that kind of booming, depressive kind of feel to it. And but for the bass instrument itself, I'm not sure if it's just tuned really low in the mix or if it's just syncs up so well with the guitars and the rest of the music. But I can't really pick out the individual instrument. But that's just me. I seem to have a problem picking out bass sometimes. And for the drums, it fit well. It complemented the mood and feel of the rest of the songs really well. There's pretty decent fills and nice little additives that the drums had in there. Held the songs together. Good kick, good snare usage. Definitely no complaints when it came to the drums. It even sounded decent for programmed drums, which I'm assuming is what they did for this, because when I checked out their Facebook page, I couldn't see any actual drummer. I just saw, like I said, the instrumental production and mastering guys. So I'm assuming it's programmed drums, and if so, not bad selection. Pretty decent sound considering. And yeah, I definitely cannot wait to see what this sounds like when they get it fully mixed and mastered and the EP's fully released. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing physical copies or not, but based on their previous material, I definitely would probably pick up a copy of this, and I would advise you to go check this band out. Artificial Pathogen, really good band. Love their previous material. Looking forward to the Lilith EP. And on that note, I'm Jesse Morgan, and I would buy this album. Cheers, folks.